Hi everyone, welcome to Must Read Monday. My name is Dabney. I'm the young adult librarian with the Twin Lakes Libraries and I use they, them pronouns. It is now the month of June. It is Pride Month. It is time to talk about some of the fabulous LGBTQ plus books in the teen collection. So if you don't know me, I am reading these books all day, every day, all year round. So I am a great reference for that if you want to expand your horizons and what you're reading. And so I kind of since I read this primarily, I had a lot of books, too many books. And so I didn't even think about this too hard. I was like, let's just get a selection and jump right into it. Okay. So I feel like I always have to recommend Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe. This was a book that changed my life as a young adult, and I think it's beautiful. It's kind of I say it's a historical book, and some people get mad at me because I'm like, it's set in the 80s. It's that's historical. I mean, the 80s was 40 years ago. But it follows two Mexican-American boys, Aristotle and Dante, meeting and becoming friends and becoming more and kind of going through a lot of these very trying times in their teens and in the era of the 80s. But it's a beautiful, beautiful story. And also the relationships between them and their parents are some of the most, they just get me. They're really good. And there's a movie adaptation now, which you can watch on Hoopla, and I've watched it. It is fantastic. We also have a DVD of it in the teen collection. So I highly recommend you reading the book, reading the sequel, watching the movie, getting into this story. Okay. This one is brand new. This is a self-published book, so you might be like, I have not heard of the Sunshine Court. I don't know what this is. This is following a trilogy called All for the Game, which we have in the teen collection. It's one of my all-time favorite series, okay? I can't be chill about the series. I'm like, everyone should read it. So it is very kind of not your typical story. The original trilogy is about a guy named Neil, who you come to find out is all tangled up with organized crime and is on the run from his father, who wants to murder him, and he goes to college to play this made-up sport. Everyone on his team is deeply traumatized. It's a lot, but then this is set after the events in that trilogy, and is focusing on another character from a different team, and it's kind of lots and lots of terrible things have happened to this guy, and now he's been given a way out, and it's kind of the story of him healing and recovering and trying to reinvent and redefine who he is as a person, and it's set in California. And it's just lovely. I mean, it makes me cry, and it made me smile. And anyways, I was like, I have to talk about this book. So what better place? Okay, an older YA book, The Diviners. This is the first book of a 4-book series. These books are hefty. They're set in the 1920s. There's magic going on. There's world-ending stuff going on, and I like that this incorporates the history and the culture really well into what's going on, and you're kind of learning things that you might not have heard about in this series. And all the main characters are great, and they're from really diverse backgrounds, and I like that a lot. So you've got different ethnicities, you've got different socioeconomic backgrounds, sexualities, everything, and they're all kind of tied into different, each character is tied into a different facet of what's going on, and so it's fun to see those characters come together and watch all the story come together. This is a really fun contemporary romance, I'll Be the One, revolving around K-pop, body image, positivity, dance, family relationships, romance. This is just a delight, and I can't wait to read more by this author. This is the only one I've read by her, and I need to get to the rest. Elatsoe, this one is great. So the main character is Lapin Apache, and so this has kind of got like a fantasy mystery element to it, like in this world, which is kind of similar to our world, except there's like fae and magic and ghost and things like that. And our main character is, you know, going out to find what happened to one of her family members. And it's just very cool. There's illustrations throughout, and I just recently checked out the prequel to this, so it's very good. I also love, by the same author, wrote A Snake Falls to Earth, so definitely check that out. Blood Debts. When I first saw this, I thought this was going to be like a historical, like 1920s. It's not. It's like kind of present day, set in New Orleans. There is magic existing, different kinds of magic, and our main characters are twins, and their family is being targeted, and there's like so much drama in this. There's like family drama, there's relationship drama, there's just like conspiracies, all kinds of things happening. And the sequel came out just recently, so this is a great time to jump in to this series. Summer camp for LGBTQ kids. I loved it. It was so fun. It was just very like positive and affirming, and you know, kind of like getting into things about not necessarily gender roles, but like presentation, and how like even though people like your family or whatever might accept you for being gay, like they might want you to be like super mask, and they don't want you to be they want you to be like a manly man and not like, you know, anything deviating from that. So it kind of gets into that, as our main character is like usually in like doing like the drama and the musical, and this summer he has like reinvented himself as being more like the sporty type to try and win the guy he has a crush on. So I liked it a lot. Okay, I recently listened to this, the Lesbiana's Guide to Catholic School, and it is amazing. Oh my goodness, it got me in my feels so much. There's a lot going on here, obviously about sexuality, like the main character was outed by her former best friend, and so has like transferred to a Catholic school, but she's also trying to keep her identity like not being out to anyone because she doesn't want her parents to find out. And so much happens in this book, but it is really good. I highly recommend it. I promise everything's okay in the end. Lakelore. This is about, it's been a while since I've read this, but I'm pretty sure like two non-binary teens kind of becoming friends. There's this magical like realism element, and I just, you know, it's one of those books that I loved, and now I'm like, I don't remember, but the vibes and the feelings, and it was so good. So anything, though, by Anna-Marie McLemore is just wonderful. Definitely check out all of their books. Going Fast, I Was Born for This by Alice Oseman, the creator of Heartstopper. I would highly recommend any of Alice's books, but this one definitely has a special place in my heart. Transmogrify, short story collection about trans experiences. And I am currently listening to That Selfsame Metal, and I want to read Being Ace. So those are my books for Pride Month. There will be more coming. Bye!